right, gentlemen, remember that $100 bill? Just showed you that when you combine things, sometimes you get something better. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you that you can indeed take two things totally separate, combine them and make something more valuable and more powerful. So, here's the scoop. Aphro-D is the ultimate man supplement. It's 4 natural ingredients. Dr. Farhan developed a formula to take 4 natural ingredients put on this earth by Mother Nature and enhance your body to an extent that I've never seen before. I'll be 72 this year, and I've been taking the Aphro-D supplement for almost a little over a year and a half now. And my muscle tone, my endurance, my focus, my stamina has all skyrocketed. And I've done nothing other than that to add to my regime. I exercise, I think young, it's mindset. Mindset is a huge part of this entire transformation that you're gonna be going through. But my goal here in my videos are hopefully to give you some way to compress time and get things done in a timely manner that you can't have any excuses. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I just can't do this. Yes, you can. You can do this. And that's it, you're doing it for you, not for me. You're doing it for you, your family, your friends. They're gonna look at you in a month, 2 months, 3 months from now if you follow the programs we're talking about, the exercise, the diet, and just again, a lifestyle change. You're gonna have a phenomenal transformation. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna show you an exercise program that I use. I do something called isometrics. What I like about isometrics or dynamic tension is you don't have to have anything. No equipment, no gym. You just have to have a space in your body to start doing these exercises. So I'm gonna show you 5 exercises that aren't gonna take any more than 10 minutes to complete, and you'll get more or less a full body workout. I'm gonna do a series of these where I'll concentrate on different parts of your body, upper body, lower body, abs, legs, what have you. But today is just a quick 5 exercise program that you can do in about 10 minutes and get on your way to the rest of your day, and you'll be in shape, you'll have the energy, you'll be more dynamic, I guarantee you. When you feel good about something you're doing, it just glows. People probably end up asking, what are you doing? What's going on? You are not the guy I knew a month ago. So let's get after it now, guys. Okay, so here we go. All right, gentlemen. The first exercise is actually just to loosen up. And your spine, your back, you want to keep mobility. You know, you want to be mobile into your upper ears. Like I said, I'll be 72 this year, and I'm still fairly mobile, not quite as flexible as I used to be, but I make an effort of keeping things lubed and in good shape. So the first thing we're gonna do is just what I call a helicopter, and you can either do it arms out, or you can do it like I do this. I just put with one hand, and what I'm doing is I'm twisting. You get your feet about shoulder widths apart, and then you just twist and go back and twist as far as you can. If you can twist all the way around, awesome. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it gets, at least, a 180 turn from front to back. And you do that about 5-10 times. You give it a little rock as you get to the end. Don't if you feel anything snap or twist or tweak, don't be putting yourself in pain and don't injure your back. Very important. But this will keep you young. Just the flexibility that you could get from this. So again, we go through that about 5 or 10 times. And that just loosens things up so it gets buzz flowing. And then we're gonna start with, again, isometrics. We're gonna do what would be a squat. And here you have to sort of use your imagination a little bit to think, okay, I've got some weights in my hand, or I have a bar in my hand that has 100, 200 pounds, whatever you guys use to do your squats. So what you do, I envision a bar with weights, and then I do my squat, and I get my legs where my thighs are about a 90 degree, parallel to the floor, and then come back up, and then think that you have a weight in your hand, and you lock up these muscles, you flex them, and you're pushing up as if you have weight. And if you're doing it right, your legs will start burning, just like if you had a 200-pound load or a 300-pound load or a 20-pound load. So what this does, you don't need that. You don't have to set up the machine. Get your position, do your squat, and just do 10 of these. Come up slow. You can even go, you can reverse it and go down slow if you want to, but flex from the moment you start. So however you like, you can do what positives and negatives. So we do 10 of these. And you can do them a little faster, you know, like I said, to get through your exercise. So, but all the time you're thinking, I got this weight and it's heavy. And you lock up your legs and you flex them as if you had a 200-pound bar, whatever size bar you guys use to do squats, okay? And what's cool, you can't overextend your body because that weight's not there. So it's not like you're I gotta do 400 pounds a day. Well, this isn't 400 pounds. It's what your body can generate, okay? Totally different than using weights, but has the same results, believe me. So we do 10 of those, and we'll do 2 sets. So you do 10, take a little rest, and you do 10 more, okay? And it's, you know, again, up, you can do the positive, what I call positive and the negative, where you lock up your muscle both ways, or you can just do the positive up, relax, squat back down, lock back up, flex, let go, come back down, and do that 2 sets of 10. So we've done our lower legs. Now the next one, real simple, it's just what a calf raise. And get your feet a little closer together, and then you raise up on your toes, and at the end of the rise, excuse my English, I do 1 extra flex, so I push up a little bit more, and then lower back down, go back up, extra flex at the top, and go back down. Now these, I usually do them fast, and I do anywhere between 25 to 50% because it's a quick movement. And so if we do 25, and at the end, like I said, when you're at the top, flex again, you'll feel it. You more or less a double flex on your calf muscles. And this is amazing for definition and strength, and it's fairly easy. And again, you're thinking you've got weights, but this is more of the flex that you're doing in your calves. So once you've done 25 of those, if you can only do 10, do 10. Do what you can do, and not, in this case, I talk about form a lot in some of my others. You gotta have, especially when you have weights, you have to have proper form. Isometrics is a little more, it's a little more freeing, since you don't have a bar, you don't have weights, you don't have to worry about an off balance thing. You don't have to be quite as precise as if you're using weights, okay? So anyway, 25, 50 of them if you can, and you do 2 sets. So let's do, I'll do 20 more just to save for my second set. Again, up, flex at the top of your flex, a little extra flex at the top of the bump, like you're trying to, get to the ceiling slowly. So, 20. Your calves should be burning to some degree, a lot or a little. So, there's number 2. Actually, circle number 3, but I said that the beginning one is more like the helicopters that I was doing. It's more to loosen up. So we've done our thighs and the squats, we've done our calves, we've done our toe raise. And the next one, let's go to our abs. And with abs, you can do it a couple ways. You can do it sitting down, as if you're in the machine. I don't know, because it's really good if you envision what you're doing. So like in the gym, I don't know if you've seen the mechanism where you sit and you grab the bars and you do a forward crunch. This is what we're gonna do here. Same thing, you gotta think in your mind. If you've ever used one of those machines, you'll know when you grab the bar, you've gotta think, okay, I'm not pulling it down with my arms, I'm pulling it down with my stomach, my abdominals. So you sort of lock a position, and then instead of doing this, maybe you can put your hands right above and then you are using your stomach to lift that imaginary weight that you got, okay? So, you do 10 of these, but you flex. You gotta do the flex. You gotta make, in your mind, you're lifting a weight, even though there's no weight there, okay? So we do this, lock it up. Okay, so say do 10. I might have done more just then. I've done less. Do 2 sets of 10, okay? Make sure you feel this. You just can't be doing this and not have the flex. You gotta, you gotta think, okay, I got that weight, I'm pulling her down, and you flex your abdominal muscles just as if you had the weight. So you do 2 sets of those, so 2 sets of 10. And then for your chest, there's a number of things we're gonna do for chest and upper body. If you guys, a friend of mine, Andre, another coach with Aphro-D, he pointed out that if you're after the look, if you want to get the muscles that sort of pop and will show off at the beach, your abs are one, your biceps and your triceps are the other. And so and your shoulders. You get your shoulders big, your biceps and triceps, and your stomach rocking, you can look bigger than you are, put it that way. It's you get this definition on your shoulders, you get your biceps getting big, you got the gun show going on, okay? So we're gonna concentrate on those 3 real quick. And when I say, so biceps, triceps, and then your shoulders. So for biceps, we're gonna imagine we've got a bar in our hand, okay? Like whatever size bar you've ever used. And if you've never used a bar, just think as if you've got some weight in your hand. 2 5-gallon bottles of water. I mean, not 5 gallons, say 6 or 7 quart bottles. If you lifted those before, you know there's a little heft to them. So again, using your imagination, you've got some weights in your hand. And then you do a standard curl. Up and you bring it up, say more or less where your arms are perpendicular to the floor, and then lower it back down. You can do what are called the positive and negatives here as well. You can keep it locked up coming up. You can keep it flexed, locked up going down. Or you can just come up, drop back down, come up, drop back down. So you get more out of if you do the positive and negatives. So I'll leave that up to you. As you're starting out, you might want to do just the positive curl. Let your arms drop and to start again. Okay, so we do 2 sets of 10 on these. So try to keep your upper arm locked to your side. Don't do this, or this, just sort of lock it in and then do your full curl up like that. So that's your bicep. Now what a lot of guys don't realize, when you do the flex and your bicep's only half of that flex, your tricep is the other half. So in order to get a fairly impressive set of arms, you gotta take care of both sides of that muscle, bicep and tricep. So for the triceps, again, really easy. It's like you lock your arms to the side, then you start in the upward position, and then you lower them as if you had, like, the best thing I could liken this to is if you ever use one of the machines where it has the rope and the overhead cable. Okay, you get that as if you have the rope that has like the 2 black knobs on it. You grab it and you think you've got that in your hand, then it's got X amount of weight, 50 pounds, 60 pounds on the cable machine, and you pull that down. So, and then we do 2 sets of 10 on these. So you get in position, lock your arm to your side, and pull down and start flexing from the moment you start to move it all the way down to more or less your arms are straight. You do that 10 times, okay? And if you're flexing your arm, see that when okay, like this is just moving it. But when I flex it, it defines right away. Now, your arms might be bigger, might be smaller, but if you continue to do this, like you'll develop this or more, for sure. All right, so again, locked arms to the side, pull down. 2 sets of 10 on these. Flex it, pull it, and your arm should burn some, and that's the beauty of it. You're only doing what your body is capable. You're not overtaxing it. You're not making muscles or joints sore by doing this. Well, you might get a little bit sore depending on your condition, but it's a good sore and it will go away. Like when doing this, I don't really get sore anymore, but my body's used to it. So don't let the soreness dissuade you from doing these. Maybe lighten up on the second or third day so you're not, if it's just killing you, but if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, you know that saying? So definitely you're gonna wanna do these 3 to 5 times a week, the exercises that I'm showing you. And if I wasn't talking, we'd be done by now. Okay, so that's your tricep builder. Now for shoulders, there's 2 ways that I do this. And in order to get maybe a little bit more mileage out of it, I do a combined movement as if I was doing a curl, and then I do what's called an overhead press, okay, or military press. And with that, it's again, think like you got dumbbells in your hand. That's the easiest thing to work with if you were doing this exercise with weights. So you've got 2 dumbbells, 20 pounders, 25 pounders, 30 pounders, whatever you're capable, but that you're thinking. Or maybe do it once with those so you get the sensation of what you're lifting. So we lift as if we're doing a regular curl, twist, and then go into an overhead drive, okay? So that one, keep the arms aside for the curl, then widen up and extend. And you got this is the harder one to keep thinking about where you're building. Biceps is obvious, but here you gotta think shoulder. And then you push up through all the way to the top, and then come back, start your movement again. Okay, so let's do 10 of those real quick. There was 2. Just like you got weights, you gotta push, you gotta feel it. 10. Okay, you do 2 sets of those, and you're done. Really easy. Like I said, if I wasn't talking all this time, you're done in 10 minutes or so. You take a little rest between each exercise. Try to keep it short, but you can go 15, 30 seconds between exercises to a minute if you need, especially for starting out. Obviously, the less rest time you have, the shorter your workout will be. So, that's it, guys. Great start, easy to do. You can do this in an elevator. You can do it in your car. I mean, when you're sitting down driving, you can do, say, keep one hand on the wheel, okay? You can be doing curls in the car while you're driving. Change hands, do a curl. You're in the elevator by yourself, or if you don't mind have people watching, do your triceps, you can do a lot of things. Toe raises, you can do just about anywhere. People might look at you funny, but they won't for long. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for hanging with me. My name's Mike Sager, coach with Aphro-D. Make your life different. Do something for you that will shine. Okay, guys? Means a lot. Yes, you will be so happy in a few months when you've started your regime, you get into doing this regularly, your energy level will spike and you will just be a better man. I guarantee it. Whatever you do, make it epic. Love y'all. Ciao.